Hey guys, and welcome back to Madaboutskin. In today's video, I want to talk about the SK2 Facial Treatment Essence, also known as the Patera Essence, something that you're probably going to see an awful lot of at the moment on YouTube, because the brand are doing a lot of paid sponsorships with influencers here in the skincare world. Now, I was scrolling through my YouTube feed like I do every night before I go to bed, and I stumbled across a promotional video for this essence by Michelle Phan, one of my favourite content creators here on the platform. I of course watched that video, and I just think there's an awful lot of issues I want to take with the way that the brand are promoting this product, the sponsorships, and the way that they're really directing it to us, the consumer. Ultimately, this product, whilst it delivers some fantastic benefits, which I'm going to come on to in this video, there's also just some better, affordable alternatives on the market that I think in some instances could actually give you some better results. We're going to talk about how this is being marketed, what benefits you can expect to see, but ultimately, at the end of the video, some of the better alternatives to save you a little hard-earned coin. So sit back, relax, and let's talk the SK2 Facial Treatment Essence. Now, before we get into this video, just the usual caveats apply. First and foremost, if you enjoy this product, it works amazingly well for your skin, then continue to use it. When it comes to skincare, always use what works for you. That's the mantra that I really want to put forward here on the channel. All our skin is different. We're unique, which is all what makes us fabulous. And so different products, different ingredients will work differently on different skin types. We all have different budgets, and that's, again, something worth bearing in mind. Not everybody can reach for the bougie and the luxury price skincare, and some people, even if they can, don't want to. There's some more affordable options at the drugstore, and that's really what I want to pick apart and share with you in today's video. Also, I'm absolutely not against sponsored content. I personally choose not to do it here on the channel. That's a personal decision that I took. However, there's lots of content creators that do really great sponsored content. You know, we all have to pay the bills at the end of the day, and I think sometimes there's that demonizing of sponsored content in general. That's not the problem. It's the way it's gone about that I think sometimes can be problematic. So let's just get that out of the way first and foremost. I'd love to know what your thoughts, feelings, and opinions are on anything mentioned in today's video and the facial treatment essence itself, so sound off in the comments section below. With all that being said, shall we cut the waffle and just delve straight on in? So, the SK2 Facial Treatment Essence, beloved by celebrities all over Instagram, and now it's found its way on to YouTube with a lot of paid sponsorship and promotion. I always get a little bit wary, just straight off the bat, a little bit wary when brands are always doing sponsored content, because I think sometimes it's nice when a product just organically gets that word of mouth. People are talking about it because it's fabulous and they want to talk about it, not because they're paid to. However, not all sponsored content means that that person is just paid to say the words that are coming out of their mouth. Absolutely not. I know a lot of content creators that do sponsored content and do really do it from the heart. They love the product, they really choose and are selective in the sponsorships that they take. I'm like the ultimate fangirl for Michelle Phan. I've been following her career for like 10 years. I think she's absolutely fantastic. She has the nicest, I don't know, just aura, and the way that she speaks, the way that she's so enthusiastic about makeup and skincare, I think is really, really uplifting. So I would definitely recommend you check out her channel, which I've linked below. However, I think the problem with this video, alongside some of the other promotional work that SK2 are doing around this product, is just the claims that are made and the fact that they never mention the price. So, start with those claims. So Michelle started introducing this product to say she used it in her 20s, then she took a break, she didn't really see that many great results, and now in her 30s when her skin needs a little bit more love, a little bit more TLC, she's reached for it again and she's bowled over by those results, which she documents in this video. There's no actual problem with that. You know, our skin in our 20s is very different to our skin in our 30s, 40s and beyond, and sometimes it's worth taking a second look at products that maybe didn't work for us originally, because they might, again, with a second look when our skin changes, you might get some additional benefits. That absolutely makes sense. So the way that this video is set out, alongside any of the other videos around this essence, is it follows a very strict script. So they start by saying that this, honestly, the brand scoured the earth for the most unique and the most high potency skincare ingredient out there. Full rot. Like literally a load full rot. So they scoured the globe for the most powerful skincare ingredient, and they came out with a fermented essence. I mean, great. The galactomyces ferment, which is within the SK2 essence, this is like the main powerful active. It's fantastic. Ferments in skincare are amazing. They can hydrate the skin. They have got some skin brightening claims that go alongside them as well, and some people anecdotally have seen some really great results from them. I'm a big fan of ferments. I'm a big fan of galactomyces ferment, which I'm going to come on to some of my favourite products later in the video. But to say that this is the most high potency and effective ingredient that they scoured the earth for, just not the case. I mean, just hands down, this is not the case. So I think some of that overhype is just a little bit too much, and it's clearly from a script, because just about every influencer that does a sponsorship on this has to read that same comment out, and the history behind it with sake brewers and all of that. It's a nice backstory, but actually that sort of backstory doesn't really impact how this product's going to work on the skin. Michelle then works through her skincare routine and then documents it for, I think it's about 5 weeks of using this product. She seemed genuinely really happy with the results, which I love. There's nothing better than you use a product, you get to the end and you see some great results. I could see from her like before and after pictures that she used within the video, there had definitely been some differences. You know, her skin looked more plump, more hydrated, the hyperpigmentation she spoke about definitely seemed to have lifted a little bit, which I think is fantastic. And to see those results in like 5 or 6 weeks is great. So far so good, but I take a couple of issues with this video. First and foremost, the thumbnail. So Michelle says in her video in the description box that no filters were used in this video. Okay, I could take that for it. I'm not an expert in use of filters. I don't personally use them, and I don't think there was in that video. Oh, but when it comes to the thumbnail, different story altogether. You look at the before and after. I'll leave a screenshot here, but you might need to check it out on YouTube itself so you can actually see it in like a larger size. It is very clear that a Photoshop filtering has been used on those before and after photos. No product, however powerful or earth-scouringly good it is, will give you those results in 6 weeks. To go from a perfectly normal skin texture with pores and everything to this almost like texture-free, blurred out image on the skin, no. That's been altered, it's been artificially changed, and I just think that just lacks some transparency and openness, and that's just really what I am just so against this style of sponsored content, because ultimately, I think we have a responsibility to the viewer to just be open, tell the truth. You know what, if you're saying to a product, these are the before and after, it has to be the true before and after, not altered. And I know that people come out and say, no filters, you can see it. You know, you don't have to be an expert to see clearly. So, and actually, if you watch the video to the end, Michelle got some really great results, but that's undermined by this thumbnail, which when you look at the after in the video and the after in the thumbnail, night and day, not the same, because of course it's been altered, and that's just such a shame because I think it loses some of the potency of what the message is being sold. It's just not for me. I also really don't like how in any of these videos sponsored by SK2 they never mention the price. Why not? When these influencers always mention the price of every single product that they go through, I certainly do that because of course different products will work for different budgets and price points. Why do they then fail to mention that when it comes to the sponsored content? It's because they've been told by SK2, don't mention the price. Because let's be honest, £150 for a product is a lot. Now, the price of this does vary wildly depending where you live and what site you shop. I've seen it as cheap as £99, which still isn't cheap, but for this product, as low as £99, I've seen it upwards of like £170. So shop around if you do want to get this. But for that higher price point product, you really need to be mentioning the price in your video. And the fact that SK2 clearly say, don't mention the price, implies that there's a problem with it. And there absolutely is, because you don't actually need to pay that much. So let's break it apart, offer some affordable alternatives, which I've got here. So the galactomyces ferment is fantastic. It is clinically proven to reduce inflammation in the skin, soothe, soften the skin, and also hydrate. All game-changing, all fantastic. And I really think in an essence or a serum, this is where this ingredient belongs, because it can give you maximum hydration, soothe and smooth everything out. And I'm definitely a believer in this ingredient. I just don't believe you need to pay that much of a price point to be able to get and access this fantastic product when you've got some other really great dupes. Take this. This is the Purito Galactomyces 97 Power Essence. A fantastic product that combines that galactomyces ferment alongside a low concentration of niacinamide to brighten, to hydrate, to calm and soothe. It's really nice. Also, I find that this is so much easier to use because sometimes with the SK2 you've got to splash it all over your hand, which I'm not about. This comes in a really nice pump, which I think is fantastic. So you can get this here in the UK for £11. So it's literally 1/10 of the cost of the SK2 Essence for what is very similar in terms of the ingredient profile and the performance that you're going to get. Obviously there is a little bit of difference in the size, so I will call that because I want to be completely fair to SK2 in this video, but for a fraction of the cost you can get the same ingredient profile, actually with that nice touch of niacinamide added in, which in a low concentration I think is fantastic. And all around, this is a really nice serum cum essence which will fit perfectly into your skincare routine, even on a budget. If you want to go a little bougie, a little extra, and you don't mind paying a little more to get a little more, I would reach for the Then I Met You The Giving Essence. Now, I'm not a fan of Then I Met You as a brand, but this is the product I will make the exception for because it is so good. I've read a lot of comments online of people saying this is actually better than the SK2 treatment essence in terms of the results that that you get, and I can actually really well believe that. You've got a much nicer ingredient blend in here. You've got that galactomyces ferment, but you've got some other really great botanicals, hydrators, you've got some brightening components to this. I think all around, this will nourish the skin in such a deep and meaningful way, which is absolutely fantastic. But beyond just that, it'll brighten the complexion. It will at the margins fade some hyperpigmentation, and I just think it's a fantastic, fantastic essence to have in your routine. Finally, I want to call out the iunik Rose Galactomyces Serum. This has my heart because I love anything that's rose scented. It's like my favorite scent ever. And this has a beautiful, beautiful concentration of rose water coming in at 10% with 50% galactomyces ferment blended with some other botanicals. It's super rock bottom price point. I think I paid like £9 for this, so it's affordable in contrast to any of the other products that we mentioned today, and it just glides onto the skin, gives that instant like lift, glow, plumpness. It's like an all-round win-win-win, ding-ding-ding product. You put this on the skin and you get the instant plumpness. Who doesn't want a quick win? But in the long term, you definitely see the increase in hydration levels in the skin, smoothing out, the softening of the complexion. Just a really, really great product. And I think that rose water is a really nice addition because also calms and soothes. So it works brilliantly in synergy with those galactomyces ferment, just to really double down on the benefit that you're going to get. Those three would be my recommendation if you want to get this holy grail, earth-scouringly worthy ingredient in your skincare routine at a fraction of the cost of the SK2 essence. Ultimately, I don't want to read anyone to filth for doing sponsored content. It is entirely up to the content creator themselves who they want to work with and the brands that they want to promote on their channel. I love Michelle Phan. I think she's a fantastic content creator. This video, okay, just for me, just didn't hit the mark. I think that thumbnail is really what triggered that. Let's all just be honest. If you're doing a before and after shot, it has to be a truthful before and after. It has to have the same lighting, the same angle. It all has to be the same so it's a true reflection of the value of that product and the outcomes you've got. If you're using any retouching, any photoshopping, any filters, that's actually just not the most transparent and open. It's a little bit deceptive when it comes to us, the consumer, which I'm not all about. However, I just think when it comes to the SK2 treatment essence, the fact that they have to pay people to promote the product really is indicative of how the brand sees it. Really, I want products to speak for themselves, to be given out by word of mouth, which is all I'm all about. You know, I've discovered some of my holy grails from just hearing organically through word of mouth from other content creators how amazing they are. And the fact that you don't really see this outside of that promoted content with the SK2 essence really just leads me to question, how good is it? Ultimately, it's good, but it's just not worth that high price point, which is why you can clearly see the SK2 saying all their contractual agreements never mention the price, because that's the thing that ultimately people will look at and think, no, there's just cheaper alternatives on the market. Hopefully in this video, I've been able to share with you some of those cheaper and affordable alternatives, which I'm absolutely in love with. And I definitely would recommend you check them out because galactomyces ferment, a great addition to your skincare routine. Just don't be fooled by SK2 into believing that you have to pay high-end prices in order to get those amazing outcomes. I would love to know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on anything mentioned in today's video, so sound off in the comments section below. And in the description box, I have left a link to Michelle Phan's content. Obviously, didn't really care for this video, but the rest of her content is absolutely fantastic. So if you haven't checked her out already, click on that link, show her a little love, check out some of her videos because you won't be disappointed. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.